Hello, everybody. How are you folks? We're back again with another consumer video. This time it's going to be for Detroit, Michigan. And this one is going to be the 3 worst dance studios in Detroit. Now, Detroit has a long history of music experts, music legends, and also dancing as an extension of that. People groove into the music. But unfortunately, just like any other city, there are lower quality vendors of each service, and these are the 3 worst dance studios in Detroit. Now, the first one on our list is going to be Shrimp. Now, Shrimp Dance Studio, they're going to be on the far north side, guys, out there by the Outer Belt, right by the home improvement store. And they've got a nice big studio, and I was ready to learn how to dance. I walked in, I said, hey man, well, I want to learn the latest steps. I'm an old guy. I'm trying to meet some young people, meet some people that are not old and tired like all of my friends. So can you teach me to dance so I can get out there and start boogieing? And the guy said, well, first of all, never use the word boogieing, ever. I said, all right, I've noted. I put it right into the notes app on my phone. Don't say boogieing. So I said to the guy, well, tell me about the marketing angle of Shrimp. He said, well, this used to be a seafood store. They sold fish and shrimp right out of their store, and hence the name. But he said, we've adopted the idea of putting things in ice. So what we're going to have you do is take off your shoes and socks for every lesson and stick your feet into these boxes of ice. Now, what that'll do is allow you to dance barefoot on our extremely clean floor, and you won't feel a thing. You'll be able to spin. You'll be able to go a lot faster and smoother if your feet are ice cold. And hence, if you get stepped on by your partner, which will happen, he said, then you're not going to feel any pain because your feet are frozen almost solid. So guys, as soon as I heard that, I said, I love the name. I don't like the approach. And I backed out. I said, no go for me. Now, number 2 on our list is Kneel Dance Studio, as in Kneel, as in kneel down to tie your shoe. Now, Kneel is going to be on the far south side, guys, out by the Outer Belt, right by the Magic Shop. And Kneel Dance Studio teaches you to dance on your knees. That's right. All of the dance moves are done on your knees. Now, I talked to one of the instructors. I said, what's the point of doing that? They said, oh, you're going to be a much better dancer overall if you learn to dance on your knees. And even if you just decide to stick with knee dancing by itself, you're going to be able to spin a lot faster than you would on your feet because the knees are made for spinning. If you look at a lot of break dancers, they said, you'll see how they use the knee to leverage some of their artistic spins. And I said, well, that's great. A lot of the break dancers that I remember were 15 or 14 or 13. I'm over 60. I don't want to break my leg or break my kneecap. They said, don't worry, you're a rookie or an old guy. We're going to give you some special pads that you put on your knees that are used for people that install carpets. And they said, as a matter of fact, if you get our 5-lesson plan for $297, we'll also teach you to install carpet. And in fact, because you're a good knee dancer, you'll be able to install carpet so fast, you're going to be getting like double the rate that people get here in Detroit for installing carpet. So overall, you're going to be a winner. I said, it really does sound intriguing. However, I have a lot of hockey injuries. My knees are all torn up. I just can't take the risk, guys. I'm going to have to bow out. Now, number 3 on our list of the worst dance studios in Detroit is Warlock. Warlock Dance Studio, they've been in town forever, guys. They're out on the east side, right over there by the nursery. And Warlock specializes in dances that are popular with witches and warlocks. Now you say, you mean from the movies, right? And I said, no, they're still today witches and warlocks, and they're practicing. Every city, everywhere you go in the United States, probably in the world, there's witches and warlocks in modern day times. And what do they love to do, guys? They love to dance. But not every witch and warlock, even if they've been alive for centuries, they don't have time. If you're a witch, do you really have time to take dance lessons over the years, over the decades? You don't. Because what are you doing? You're casting spells. You're busy. You're having you're having some rites. You're doing rites, meaning R-I-T-E-S, not R-I-G-H-T-S. You're performing rites as part of your witchcraft. So now you want to learn dancing, and why might that be? Well, sometimes witching and warlocking can be kind of lonely. It's hard to meet the right person, just like it is for regular people. Now, the thing is, you might say, well, get on an app. There's no app. There's no app for witching and warlocking to meet each other, a dating app. So they said that if you don't mind dancing with somebody, that if you're not careful, this is what they told me. You can dance here. We'll teach you to dance, but you're going to be potentially dancing with witches. Now, why is that bad? Or why is that something you should be aware of ahead of time? And what he told me was that a witch gets so excited, so much happiness in their heart when they start dancing, especially with somebody like you, sir. You look like a good dancer. Now, I think he was buttering me up to sign up for the courses. But he said sometimes the witches get so happy they start to melt. And so sometimes you're dancing with a witch, and then all of a sudden you're holding their dripping remains as they melt into the floor. And I said, wait a minute, I know a little bit about this. That's not when they're happy. That's when they've been caught out, when they're busted. He said, sir, we know a little bit more about it than you. It's when they're emotionally charged. And that could be some kind of a happiness, joy. It could also be anger and being caught out, guilt. And sometimes, sir, it's all of those at once. So you never know with these witches out here. I was like, apparently not. So the problem I had was I didn't want melting witches as my dance partner, so I backed right out of that one, guys. Now listen, those are my 3 worst dance studios in Detroit. It's a big city. Maybe you know of some good ones. Why don't you share those? Leave a comment. Share the good ones. And guys, when you do, you help lift the entire city as we rise arm in arm together. So give that a go. Thanks. Talk to you soon.